What's up, brothers and sisters? It's your brother G World 7_D. Um, I know that the way I present stuff may throw people off, but I want you also how I read it. I want you to understand how phonetically certain words are similar. You need to understand just how you pick up on a lot of things, how things been changed, and what group of people belong to what, because a lot of things have been changed to write you out of history. So phonetically, if you listen to a lot of these groups that are here in America, the sounding are very similar. It just it stuff is in your face, man. Sounding is very similar. Some of our people cannot believe it, or they're in shock when most black people, a large number of black people, now are telling you that we've been here. Most of our people were already here. A lot of our people came from Europe. Some or a lot of those the black nobility came in. It's hard for some of our people to fathom this, man, and it's sad. I listened to part of the interview, just a little bit of what that sister did with Jabari, and he disgusts me because if you read David McRitchie's book, Ancient and Modern Britons, and also you get J.A. Rogers' book, talks about the black nobility and their surnames. I mentioned before in other videos. Most whites did not have no surnames. They took upon the names of the blacks who ruled Europe. Many of them were adopted by within black families. Many of them were used as mercenaries. All right, the blacks cleaned those barbaric people up. You can look at there's pictures of I mentioned before the wild man and Moors, showing those blacks by the castle. Um, they had several guards with bow and arrows, and they had the king, the queen, they had the princess there, and these blacks are fighting off the wild people. Right? These are the black people who ruled Europe. They had the first and last names. The white folks, many of them did not, like I just mentioned, had no names. These are barbarics, man. Barbaric people who run around, who came out the caves, man. They're not indigenous to anything. They came into power and they adopted and stolen, basically, the Aboriginal blacks of Europe. That's why I said don't call them African. Those are Aboriginal blacks of Europe. I'm not saying they don't have no connection to Africa, but what I'm saying, those black people were Aboriginal to Europe. And many of those black people later on were expelled to the Americas. They came here to the Americas. I, this information is really is easily accessible. It's in your face, man. But when you look at a lot of these various different black groups in America, there were so many different ones. But a lot of those black Europeans did come here. So don't think that any English slash, Scottish, Irish name originated with a Caucasian person, because it didn't. All of that originated from melanated people. And this is information that's just totally in your face. This is information that's been out there. Now that some people are starting to realize, hey man, a lot of those doggone Jamaicans are descending a lot of those black Europeans are Scottish and Irish. Hey, listen the way that some of them talk. Yeah, man. Top of the morning to ya. Morning to ya, man. It's the damn stuff is so freaking similar, man. I don't understand people don't get this. When you relegate yourself to just one reason, all the black people in this world just come out of West Africa, supposedly. That is a lie. Listen to people like Henry Louis Gates and this Negro Rick Kettles. Listen to these Negroes. They're leading you to the land of hell because they're giving you misinformation and lying. You're going to have to do the research and break it down yourself and realize that you've been really given a lying format. You've been highly indoctrinated with misinformation. You've been fooled. Malcolm X said you've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked. And you have been. And there's brothers and sisters who have talked about this before, what I'm saying. But this stuff is, you can break this stuff down easily. When you look at some of these names in this country, they have Islam in it. Or there's some of these names up Muslim names in this country. But some of these countries, these names are, some of the names in this country are so freaking obvious, man. Some of these names are freaking obvious. Malibu, Tallahassee. That stuff is in your face. I just wish our brothers and sisters take the time out, get in the study groups, do the research. Do the research. I know people don't like me saying nothing negative about, probably don't like me saying nothing negative about ADOS. I'm for reparations. I don't like the terminology ADOS because I'm not descending of no African slaves. Some of my ancestors were enslaved, yes, but I'm not no ADOS. I would not go around and say, I'm a descendant of slaves. Yes, some of my ancestors were enslaved, and some of them were free. And I am deserving of reparation for what you did to my ancestors by making them free labor, building something in this country, and you obtaining things or making money off of them for free. No. It's time for your ass to pay up. Land, you give me back my land. You give me back my identity, which you had given to someone else. And yes, you owe money. Financial money. You owe me financially. And you're going to have to pay up. But people who run away from the truth, man, are an enemy to our people. Because anyone who sits and tell you that you are an African, and I do not hate brothers and sisters from Africa, and you got some sellouts there like you got sellouts here, but we are indigenous to this land. This is our land. But brothers and sisters, like I just said, anyone who's telling you that you're not from here, that you just came over in a ship, is a damn enemy. They're a lying enemy, man. And they're trying to fool you. Because so-called black people, melanated people, whatever you want to call yourself, man, I don't even care. But some dark-skinned Negroes are already here. We were already here. I got more information I'm going to bang, man. But we were already here. You have to understand that. Some people do not like that because you want to run with the Kunta Kinte stuff. That's fine. Believe what you want to believe. But you're going to hear from my ass that most black Americans, most of the black populations were already here because you had your empires here. Just like you had your stuff in Africa and your nobility. I mentioned every video. You had the black people in the Asian Pacific Islands. There's a connection. I showed you there was a connection over in Africa with the cliff dwellings and over in the southwest part of the United States. How they built those structures on high cliffs. There was a similarity over with those brothers there and what you find over in with the Mali over in Africa. There's a reason why stuff is in your face, man. It's in your face. It's all in your face. This information is yours. You gotta go get it. It's in your face. It's really in your face. It's right there lying in your face. This information is there in your face. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. It's right there in your face. I'm gonna bring some more information. Because all those Negroes, all the people in the Southeast were Negroes. I mean, all the people all over the country were black, really, originally. And you did have black Vikings who came over here. The Vikings were raiders, pirates, but they were Negroes too, originally. All of those people were originally here, or came here. America was a land that it was known as, seen as Atlantis, with a lot of gold paved streets, beautiful pyramids, beautiful gardens. It was all here in America. And the ancient time Meridians, the Meridians, sailed around the world. And it's proof of them being in Australia, where there's the Medu Neter hieroglyphics over in Australia, carvings stating that they were there. Talking about a particular pharaoh. Our people sailed in ships. This is what you have to understand. Our people sailed in ships globally. And when they did them long, deep voyages, they had those wooden ships. They knew how to chart the waters. They knew the wind currents, where they lead to. It was like they had a blueprint on how to sail the world, and they knew how to use different paths. And so, like I said before, the sea was an ancient highway. So they knew how to sail and to travel, when and how to use the wind currents, and how to sail with the wind currents. Damn, people, this stuff is in your face. But these white historians not gonna tell you anything. And a lot of these Negroes in her stories don't know, don't care. All they care about getting tenure and getting paid. These Negroes do not care, man. A lot of them have sold us out. Not all, but too many sold us out. But giving you misinformation, lying to you. The information is there, and I'm gonna keep bringing it. I'm gonna bring it even harder. All right, because, like I said before, our people just sailed around the world. They sailed around the world. We were the original people around the world. You have to understand that. We weren't just in one land. And you had different so-called, if you want to call it, religions here in America, man. You had Islam here in ancient America, as well as you had Hebrewic people here in ancient America, man. You did. Can't deny that. You did. You did. You had ancient, what you call Christians here in America. You had people. You had that here in America, man. Like I said, you saw images of brothers with turbans in their head, feathers, and pipes, long pipes. Those are not no damn Africans. Those are Aboriginal blacks that are here. All right, smoking that tobacco pipe, like North Carolina knows tobacco roll. They had those tobacco. They had that tobacco and that cocaine. All that stuff was already here, man. So when you see these fake mongoloids talking about medicine man and all this stuff, they got that stuff from the Aboriginal blacks that were already here. And original people of the world were dark skinned anyway. I told you a lot of those mongoloids are a mixture of those Khoisan blacks, Australoid blacks, and then you got the albino people, or the white people mixed in. That's why you look at a lot of the black people in the Philippines, you see them with them features. They're dark skinned. You get the pale looking people. They're the ones that have been bleached out. This information is in your face. It's all in your face. It's right there. But you're going to have to want it and seek it. Please do that, brothers and sisters. Please continue to do the research. The information is there. I repeat this over and over again. The information is there, but you're going to have to want it and seek it and retain it, obtain it, retain it, and then use it for good use. Because we've been here. We're not new to this. Is not the new world. This has never been the new world. All right, especially damn South America or the southern part of North America. I mentioned before, with all these mounds, many of these mounds had furnaces inside them. Why would they have furnaces inside them? Because they knew at a particular time that they're gonna need to be warm. They're gonna need to be warm. So they know that the weather was going to change in that particular region. So they need to be warm at a certain period of time. You know. So you have to do the research. You need to look at some of these names. Look at the familiarity of the names. Also, when you look at these many different black figures, look at how they dress, break down how they dress. Look, a lot of them wearing the headbands, a feather in front of their head. This stuff is right in your face, man. You have to break down. When you look at it, you have to break down to the minute detail, like I've always said. You have to break it down. Look, when you look at it, you break it down. Break everything. When you see that one picture, you break it down. Notice the earrings. Notice the headband. Notice the scarification if they have it on their face. Whatever. Notice everything. Look at the full detail of it. Man, that's all I gotta say. I want to say peace and love. This is a Saturday night, man. Just chilling, man. So, let you know that take back what all is yours. All right, take back all that's yours. Peace and love.